Have you ever looked at your team and thought, they are working so hard, but we're still missing deadlines? You push them to work harder, maybe even hire more people, but nothing seems to change, right? You become more frustrated because you just cannot see where the real problem is. What if I told you that working harder is not the answer, working smarter is? And there's a way to uncover what's holding your team back. In this video, I will show you how to identify bottlenecks using flow metrics, so you can stop guessing and start improving your team's productivity. Hello guys, I'm Andy, your Agile coach. Today, I'm going to tell you a story that happened to a technical manager. In my last position, I was a project manager. One day, the manager just came to my seat and asked me if I had some time to talk to him. He seemed a little bit restless, and then he said these days he found the team's productivity just significantly dropped, and he did not understand the reason because the team scaled over the past few months from 3 people to 10 people. Ideally, there would be more deliverables to be seen, but the fact is opposite. So he started reviewing individuals' performance and asked them to work harder or even work longer to meet the deliverables. However, this did not work, and people got bothered to the performance review. I could fully understand his feelings because everyone was busy in their work, but less increments were delivered. This also raised the attention of the upper management, so he came to me for help. I just guess maybe for some managers you might have come across similar situations but had no idea what to do with it. So I want to tell you a doable approach to helping you explore the bottlenecks inside your team's workflow, improve it, and even track the improvement with the appropriate metrics. In the beginning, I want to show you cycle time statistics before and after I did some magic to this team. It was transparent that the cycle time of the team kept increasing before the November and began dropping down after that. So what happened to the team and what I did to help the manager improve the team performance? Stay here, I will tell you soon. Step 1. Visualize your workflow. As an Agile coach, when it comes to the similar situations, I will firstly ask you to give me the workflow of your team. That means you have to show me how does your teammates work together to deliver results. It might be a flow chart, a process flow, or even a set of statuses that represent the item moving. In this example, the manager defined several stages in their work board from to do to done. If you don't understand how to set up your workflow, please refer to this video. I will tell you more details about it. This is the first step to explore the bottlenecks of your collaboration. Step 2. Identify bottlenecks with cumulative flow diagrams. And then I started aggregating the ticket data to generate the cumulative flow diagram. This is a visual chart I often use in Agile projects to check work progress over time. It displays different workflow stages as stacked color bands and shows the number of items in each stage. When I read the chart for the first time, I found a significant increase from October 5th to October 15th. There was a large amount of items, about 40, coming into the status that in progress. The throughput in this period was about 4 items per day. That was incredibly higher than their average delivery capability. So what happened? I went to the manager's seat and showed him the data, trying to understand the reason why they need to consume so many items in a short time. He just told me that these days they need to achieve the deadline and the management are expected to the result as soon as possible. So he helped the team to afford more items and ship the increments, and found they got busier but less deliverables than ever. This made him stressed. Yeah, the root cause was from the deadline and the management's expectation. and it resulted in a bottleneck of the items accumulation in dev in progress stage. Step 3. Limit WIP. Once we addressed the bottleneck, it becomes easy to resolve the issue. In the flow system, we tend to limit work in progress. That means we need to limit the amount of items coming into a specific stage. For example, the mean throughput of the stage and dev in progress was usually 2 items per day. Then we limit at most 2 items to stay in the stage. In this way, we make sure the manpower won't be exhausted and the congestion situation is improved. The practice was proved to be valid as I sampled the cycle time data for the following months. On one side, the cycle time kept decreasing and got stable. On the other side, the standard deviation of cycle time data get lower. That means the delivery capability got stronger than ever. I think most people wonder why only limiting the work in progress makes everything different. Actually, the principle is similar to the water pipeline. Imagine your workflow as a series of connected tanks where work items flow from one stage to another like water. The amount of water in each tank represents work in progress. Now, the way water behaves depends on 2 key factors: the input rate, how fast new work enters the stage, and the output rate, how fast the work gets completed and moves forward. Let's break this down with 3 scenarios. First, scenario 1. When the input rate is higher than the output rate. Just think of a faucet pouring water into a tank faster than it can drain. Over time, the water level rises. The work items start piling up, creating a bottleneck. In workflow terms, this means tasks are getting stuck and leading to delays, longer lead times, and potential overburdening of the team at this stage. Scenario 2. When the input rate equals the output rate. Now, just imagine the faucet is barely dripping, but the drain is wide open. The tank stays empty most of the time, which means this stage is sometimes idle. While it's good that work is not piling up, it also suggests that capacity is underutilized. Perhaps there's an inefficiency or a mismatch in workload distribution. Scenario 3. When the input rate equals the output rate. This is the ideal state. The water flows smoothly without accumulating or leaving the tank empty for a long period. In the workflow, this means tasks move through at a steady pace and maximize throughput and maintaining efficiency. So, how do we visualize these conditions in real work scenarios? That's where the cumulative flow diagram works. The CFD shows the amount of work in different stages over time. If a section of the diagram starts expanding vertically, that means one stage grows faster than the next. It's a clear sign of accumulation, and a bottleneck is forming. On the other hand, if a stage remains flat or shrinks, it indicates idle time or underutilization. By analyzing these patterns, we can identify exactly where work is slowing down, adjust capacity, and optimize our workflow to improve delivery speed. Okay, so let's conclude the steps I did in my case. First, visualize the workflow. Second, identify bottlenecks with cumulative flow diagrams. Third, limit work in progress. If you really understand this approach, you would no longer have to push your employees. Instead, the delivery performance of your team becomes smoother, and you are likely to ship increments more frequently. If you feel the video does help with your situation, subscribe me and comment below if you have any other questions. I'm Andy, your Agile coach. See you next time.